name is Cynthia Toscano, and both of my parents were Mexican, so I was raised in the Mexican culture. So I had a quinceañera when I turned 15. A quinceañera is only celebrated once in your entire life, so that's why I think it's really special and a really important moment for most young girls. What I brought today was a picture. It's a picture of me and my grandpa wearing my dress and holding a bouquet, and I'm going to pass it around so you guys can see. A quinceañera is something I believe every Mexican girl dreams of, because ever since I was little, I would always count the years until I turned 15. When the point of a quinceañera is for your parents to introduce you to society as a young woman, so it represents you transforming into a responsible, thoughtful person. Before your quinceañera, I think that your parents bribe you a lot, because if I would do something, they'd be like, oh, well, if you're bad, you're not going to have your 15. So it's that wasn't something that I really liked about it. But the day of your quinceañera, it starts off in the morning normally. You go to church, you get a blessing, and then later on that night is your party reception. And then the easiest thing for me to bring was the picture, because it represents the transformation, because that was the first time I wore makeup. So that's after you turn 15 is sometimes when your parents actually let you start wearing makeup. One of the transformations that I really liked during the reception is when the father has to change the flat shoes she entered the party with into high heels to represent that he knows that she's becoming an older woman, and that's gonna be grown up, I guess. The second transformation that I really like and I thought was really cool is when you have your youngest sister go give the quinceañera the last doll, which represents that once again you're grown up, you're not going to buy any more dolls, and you can't play with, but I don't think any 15-year-olds play with dolls. I identify with this culture because I'm the oldest girl in my family, so I was the first one to have a quinceañera. So my family was really excited. We were preparing a year before. I had a really big party. I was really spoiled, and I got everything I wanted. I had a banda, mariachi, and a DJ, and it was just crazy. The only bad thing is that in my quinceañera, the pastor never came, so I wasn't blessed. So, I don't know. I really didn't care, but there was just nothing to do from 3 to 4. It's just okay. I think, another reason why I still identify with this culture is because my younger sister is about to turn 15, so we have to go through the whole process again of having to decide where it's going to be at and everything, and doing all that tradition. I think quinceañeras are always fun and will always be fun because you get to transform in front of your family and your close friends, because your parents always give you invitations so you can invite your friends. And then normally after you have your quinceañera, it's a lot of fun because your parents give you more freedom. So when I was 13, 14, I wasn't allowed to go out as much, maybe go out to the movies once every month or so. But when you turn 15, you're given more freedom because you're supposed to be a woman that can make responsible decisions for yourself and not do anything bad. And then I just had a lot of fun with my 15, and I hope that this tradition keeps on going, and I want it to keep going, so that's why when I have kids, they're going to have quinceañeras, and hopefully my grandchildren's will one day, because it's a really cool culture.